Who would have expected this? And it was something that I wondered but never said anything about it. If this would happen, if something like this could happen, and it did. Well, not officially yet. We haven't gotten any confirmation from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I haven't seen any comments come my way. Nothing has been in my inbox from the Pittsburgh Steelers. But Jerry Dulac of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette released this story saying that Kenny Pickett is being traded to the Philadelphia Eagles so that the Pittsburgh Steelers could move up in this year's draft, as well as in 2025 get some better draft picks than they currently have. Okay, there's a lot of other assumptions in this article, things coming from sources that can't be confirmed. The talk about the way Kenny Pickett reacted last season to Mason Rudolph playing. We don't have any confirmations on any of that. Those are just rumors as far as I'm concerned. But all we know factually is that this story went out. The Pittsburgh Steelers have not, as of recording this right now, have not confirmed this trade. But what does this mean for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Well, Russell Wilson is obviously the starting quarterback. I can't see much of a competition happening or who they would get that would compete against him to actually give him any kind of competition. And then, of course, in the draft, the Steelers don't really have very high picks, so I don't see a quarterback of a certain caliber that would compete with Russell Wilson being selected. But the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to need two more quarterbacks, so they're going to have to come up with something. Of course, with free agency, they could always sign another quarterback, a veteran quarterback, to back up Russell Wilson, and they can draft a quarterback further back in the draft and maybe get lucky with that. But the Pittsburgh Steelers have had a hard time finding a quarterback, and this is nothing new. It was a long time between Terry Bradshaw and Ben Roethlisberger. Look how long that took. And it looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers are still in that kind of journey. And it also seems that maybe they got a little spoiled with Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger coming out of the gate, performing the way that he did. Well, it's not always going to work out that way. And if you're always looking for that, well, when are you actually going to find someone that works in that position? Now, in my opinion, the biggest mistake was letting Mason Rudolph go. I don't know the whole situation. Obviously, it was Mason Rudolph's decision. Originally, the Pittsburgh Steelers said that they had interest in working with him, keeping him. Maybe what he was offered with the Titans, maybe that didn't compare to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We don't know all of the details to that. But, I mean, look at it. Look at it this way. I mean, Kenny Pickett seeing Russell Wilson coming in and seeing what happened to Mason Rudolph all of those years as a backup, third-string quarterback, and what occurred with him, I don't know. They're saying, these sources, I don't know who these sources are. I consider them rumors that if Kenny Pickett wasn't too happy about Russell Wilson, but common sense would tell you, even if I was in that position and you bring in this veteran quarterback, I'm like, okay, wait, what? I mean, who wouldn't react that way? Well, we don't know how Kenny Pickett actually reacted. These are all rumors. Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers seem to have a very hard time finding a quarterback. Now, Russell Wilson, he has done pretty decent. He didn't have a good offensive line last season, and he still did okay. He was sacked, I think it was over 40 times. So, with this Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line that has definitely improved and moved in the right direction, and of course with the solid defense that the Pittsburgh Steelers have and have actually built upon in free agency so far, maybe this puts the Pittsburgh Steelers in a better position. I still don't like the idea of not having Mason Rudolph on this Pittsburgh Steelers team because we were seeing really good things from Mason Rudolph. So I guess we have to see how this all unfolds. I'm still waiting for the official press release or confirmation that this has actually happened because as far as I'm concerned, this is coming from a source to the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and everyone's talking about it as if it is happening. But like I said, until it's in writing from the Pittsburgh Steelers, in my opinion, it hasn't happened yet. So we'll let you know as soon as we know more about this. And of course, hearing Russell Wilson speak today when he was introduced to us, yeah, Yeah, he sounds like, he's going to be a good fit on this Pittsburgh Steelers team. I'm still not saying, okay, I'm not saying that I'm going to miss Mason Rudolph being on this team. Because I believe that Mason Rudolph has a much higher ceiling than we have seen. So we're going to have to see how this all unfolds. Remember to subscribe right here if you want up-to-date Pittsburgh Steelers news, talk, and analysis. And hit that bell if you want notifications. And of course, like and comment. That helps out our videos tremendously. So if you have an opinion on this, let us know. We'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching.